Hey, this is Subaqueous, and in this video, I'm going to be showing off 3 amazing Live 10 presets that I put together. These are effect presets that are super easy to use in your production and uses some of the cool new features of Live 10. Let's check out what you can do with these free effects that you can download by free, by donation. Just follow the link in the description. Here we go. Cool, so let's check out these effects. First of all, I got this Wobbly Echo Morph. I'm starting to use this in my live sets to add some weird wobbly morphing sounds to certain aspects of my tracks. So let's turn this on and hear it. So that's all the way wet. We get some strange sounds out of there. But I find if I'm going about half or a little under, I can get a sound I really like. I can turn up the resonance. Oh, those twinkly little things. I love that sound. And this is just using echo. Let's open this up. We've got echo right here. So the resonance is actually moving up the filter because that's pretty much like a feedback, right? Because if I turn this resonance up, I'm going, I'm going above 0, so I'm increasing gain, but it's putting itself back into itself every time, a gain, thus being like a feedback. That way I didn't have to map the feedback as well. And then I can just move this frequency knob. Wobble is controlling the modulates. Actually, nope, the character right here under wobble. And then dry wet, yeah, you guessed it, dry wet. But this one is super fun to use, and I mapped it so it's very easy with push or any other controller. Let's turn that one off. Next one is drum shaper. Using this a lot to get really clear drums. There's a few parts to it. Let's open it up. We've got the drum bus, my old New York style compression thrown in there, and the utility. So we've got sharper, which is turning up this transient right there. We've got the New York compression dry gain. So basically my New York style compression, if we open this up, have a wet and dry. And then I have controls right here for how much volume of either the wet or dry we get. Now I find that works better than just doing a wet dry knob because I can decide I want that really crunky amount of New York style compression or I want it pretty dry with just a taste. I just find I have more control of those two things. And then I also have frequency tone, which if we open this up, it is the frequency moving with the New York style compression. So as I move this knob, where that filter is in the compression kind of changes the tone of what it sounds like. We also have the mono frequency. Let's shrink this guy. The mono frequency is great because it uses the utility where we have this feature. If you click that, it turns on bass mono. So anything under this crossover, which in this case is 71 Hertz, is then set to mono, which is a super easy way to take all of your sub sounds and put them in mono. It's great to have on kicks or full drum sounds to make sure that you have a little more clarity there. Then we have stereo width, balance, and gain, all a part of the utility. This is a super nice scalpel to use to really shape your drum sounds in production. And lastly, we're going to switch over. I'm actually going to take this bass shaper, throw it here. So bass shaper, let's turn this on. And what I'm using here is a combination of pedal, drum bus, and utility. So with drum bus, you can actually set the frequency that you want to boost and add this like deep boomy sound, and that is right here on this knob. But I found that it was good at D, and then I can turn up. It just kind of adds some thicker kind of like sine wave harmonics on top. It's great, especially if you have a bass that isn't quite deep enough. You can throw this on. It's a quick way to add that fullness. And then with this pedal crunch, just a dry wet of this pedal preset that I put together. We also have a damp, which this is pretty low, so the damp's not doing too much. But this will dampen any high sounds that you might have. And then like the other shaper, we've got mono crossover. You can even go up to 500 Hertz to really make sure it's right in the center. But then we also have stereo width if we want to kind increase the size of the sound, balance, and gain. So there you go. These are 3 effects that I use all the time in my production now with Ableton Live 10. These are for free by donation. Just follow the link and make sure you subscribe. I've got tons of videos on Ableton Live's wavetable coming out and a bunch of things on different effects and production and making music with Live 10. So make sure you subscribe for more coming at you. And until then, keep making those tunes.